Good morning. I thought I'd start my running tutorial, if you like. I'm 6 kilometres in to a run in my favourite place. Now I can't see myself in the screen because I've got it turned around so you can see everything the right way around. So hopefully I don't go out of view, but even if I do, you'll see some nice countryside. There's my partners in crime. And I just wanted to start off. I'm going to do this in a couple of parts. So the first part I want to do is actually about preparation. You know, when you want to start running, and I know a lot of people want to run, they just don't know how to go about it, how to start. For me, it was just a matter of, I was walking my dogs. We're talking 4 years ago now. And it just wasn't enough. My dogs were one of them was getting older and slower. And we had a little thing near my house called the Bumble Hill Burn. And on a Sunday morning, I was standing on my balcony watching all of these people run up the hill. And it was September 2011, I think. And coming up the back was this old guy. And he must have been 80 if he was a day. And he was going, and the Bumble Hill, if any of you know it, is quite steep. So especially where our house is, it's one of the steepest little sort of sections. And he was just running up there, and I thought, you know what? Gosh, what's my excuse? So 2011, I was 48, and I thought, I want to do this and get really fit before I'm 50 and into my 50s. So this year I turned 54, and and I'm pretty happy with how I'm going. But running is something that I absolutely love, and I've taught myself, self-taught, and self-managed because I've had injury as well. I haven't visited a physio, I haven't been to a doctor. I've just, researched and done my own study, I guess, and my own management of how I do things. So when I first started, I was my form was terrible. I just started running. My first run, I've still got it on my Runkeeper, and that would be my first tip for you, is to actually get some sort of an application on your phone or whatever that tracks your runs, because it helps to keep you motivated. It helps to see how you're improving, if that's what you want to do. So Runkeeper is what I've used since the first time. I have the advanced thing. I don't know what sort of features it gives you, but it's not expensive at all. And I think it was just a one payment actually, just to upgrade it. So I also use Strava. That's more for bike riding, but I've started using it for running as well. And that's really all it does, is running or bike riding. And I guess what I want to talk about now is sort of preparation. How do you prepare? The most common thing I see with people who start running is they don't have the right footwear. So, footwear is all important. These are my most favourite shoes ever. I've gone through quite a few. These are, I never know how to pronounce it, Saucony. Looks like sauce to me, so Saucony, but I think it's Saucony. And these I bought, they're actually trail running shoes because of the grip, but they are just brilliant for running. I wear thick socks. As you can see, these are like female work socks, so they're really thick, but they give me extra padding underneath because I tend to get a bit of burning in my soles. So that would be probably one of the most important things, is make sure you have good footwear. You need support, and you need to make sure that the shoes are, pretty new and built for running as well. Sorry, I'm sweating now. The other preparation I do is sort of beforehand. You know, simple things like what you wear as well, you know, and what time of day you're going to run. I always run early morning. That's the best time for me to get out there and exercise. It's cool, and you know, you're not getting the sun. Black is not the best thing to wear, evidently. White is much better, even if there's no sun on you, because black absorbs the heat and white doesn't. So white, if you tend to overheat, white is the best thing. You know, this is my favorite hat, so, you know, I do have a white hat, but I'd rather wear this black one. I prepare the night before as well. So I usually decide a day or two in advance what sort of exercise I'm going to do, whether it's a walk, whether it's a bike ride, whether it's a run. So yesterday I thought, yep, I'm going to go for a run, take the dogs, and I get all my clothes out and put them on the end of the bed, and that way when I get up in the morning it's like, yep, that's what I'm doing. So that starts the ritual of exercise for me. And rituals are like habits, except that they're things that are done in a very structured certain way. And habits can be very unconscious. Habits can be something that you don't even think about. Rituals you think about. Rituals are done in a specific way. If you look at some, I'm thinking tennis is on at the moment. If you look at Rafael Nadal, Rafa, if you notice the things he does, they're rituals. He does everything specifically, from the way he touches his face, to the way he drinks his water bottles, to the way he places his water bottles on the ground next to him. That is ritualistic, and that, you know, is for him the way that he prepares. So it's, you know, you don't have to be that, you know, that intense about it, but so, you know, preparation is key. When you're starting, you're not going to be running 10Ks. So you want to start with just a K, a couple of Ks. It's okay to actually run, then walk. You know, do a little bit of running, then walk. Don't have this whole expectation that you're going to run, you know, 5 kilometres your first time out the gate. I started with 1 or 2 kilometres. I can go back and tell you what I started with. I think it was like a 2-kilometre run, and I was pretty chuffed because I didn't like running at that point. And, you know, it's taken me this long to get to a point through different experiences. It's taken me this long to get to that point where 10K is the new 5 for me. You know, I used to go out and do a 5K run, which would take me half an hour. And now 5K just doesn't seem enough as just a little warm-up run sort of thing. So I tend to do at least a 10K. For a 10K, I take, you know, CR7 now. So that is preparation as well. You want to make sure that everything is prepared properly. The other thing that I've got is what I call, what they call a flip belt. So it is brilliant. It sits on your hips, on your waist. It's got little pockets. So it's got a tissue in there. This is where I put my phone. And at the back, which is spin around, it's got my CR7. And this bottle goes with the flip belt. So you can actually buy them online. And brilliant invention, best running accessory I think that I have. Apart from that, preparation, I'm thinking that's probably it. I'm going to go through a separate video and talk about the warm-up. So this little series, I guess, will be in a couple of parts, because there is a lot to it. And one of the best bits of advice I could give you at this point, if you're thinking of running, is just get out there and, you know, as you're walking, just start doing a little bit of a run. whatever distance you do, however fast you go, you can become a runner. So, you know, it's beautiful to get out in nature. It's great to see things. And yeah, I'll show you a little bit around before I sign off. But I hope you stay tuned. I'll do part 2 pretty soon. Next time I run, I'll do part 2. So this is my running area. This is my doggies. They're my running partners, as painful as they can be. But anyway, I'll sign out and I'll check you later.